Alrighty legends, it's been quite a while since I've been out to the desert to camp, and especially to this spot we're going now, which is Payne's Find. One of my very first videos. It's a place I've fallen in love with for good reason. Anyone that has made it out here will understand. You know, just that beauty, the silence, the colours of the desert out here is it really is special. So I'm heading back out this time. I think like 5 or 6 years on, and what I've done recently is a complete overhaul of the Troopy. Got out a lot of the old gear. It was still going pretty well, but you know, there's a lot of wear and tear. I'm just over 200,000 Ks on the clock now, and you know, a lot of that, as you know, is rough terrain, rocky, hard, just really tough on any kind of car. In the last 6 months I've gone with Superior. We've gone full overhaul of the suspension, so they're remote res 2.5 shock absorbers. We've also paired it with the track correction diamond diff housing. So the back of the car, we've got rid of the rear diff, we've got rid of the offset rims. On top of that, we've gone for the Superior Engineering, the front sway bar. We've gone with a steering dampener as well, and I've just recently put in the 700 kilo terrain tamer parabolic springs. So the car is actually the comfiest I've ever felt it. Finally feels good to drive again. Got off the Coopers for now and gone with the Mickey Thompson's Baja Legend EXPs on the ROHS Soul rims. Looks sick. You know, the little Sunraiser rims were great, but just felt a change. And if I'm going to change the car, I want to change it as much as I can. Make it feel new again, make it feel great to drive again. You know, a real privilege, because it was starting to just feel like, you know, that old car in the garage. In the back here, I've removed the back seats. Long time coming, but I thought I'll get rid of those and put 2 storage compartments there, which also houses a 300 amp hour slimline lithium battery by Enerdrive, paired with the Traveller Enerdrive dual battery system. On the roof, I've got the brand new James Baroud Rooftop 10, which you'll see in the footage. And on top of that, we've got a 150 watt Dometic solar panel, which is so good because I was just so sick of pulling out the solar blankets all the time. That way, it's forever charging the dual battery system, and you know, 90% of the time you don't even have to think about it. I've never even got close to that battery going dead yet. So, absolute game changer having the solar panel on the roof. I don't know why it took me so long. Also got the front runner full length roof rack with the slimline roof rack, which is amazing. I'm so glad to get rid of the Tracklander one. It was starting to rust, it was getting old, it was causing drips and rust spots on top of my roof. So that's gone, that's out of there. The roof system's done, the inside of the car's done, the suspension is all done. I think, yeah, that's literally the overhaul at the moment. And finally, at the end of this week, when I get back from the desert, I've got a brand new Torquet exhaust, 3-inch exhaust going in the Troopy. So get rid of the Manta. It's definitely seen better days. Here we are, dropped a whole lot of money and testing out new gear, and I'm excited. So let's see how she goes. This is pretty much a turn off now. It's been so long since I've come here. I got to remember the way. There's always a good way going up this hill, and then there's a really bad way. Definitely no tracks anymore. So I don't know what happened to dogs in the last, I don't know, 20 years, but this one's a bloody creature of comfort now. I said, let's go get some wood, turn around.
Tied up with all of the waves.
The old safety matches bought for the missus. Double as a bit of extra kindling when you need it.
We're all friends here together. Tap on my feet and it warms us up inside.
As far as the eye can see, and not a single sound. This is why I love it. You don't always get it like this, but when you do, holy shit, it's special.
We're all friends here together. Ghosts are running round my head. I feel it.
So the only thing that gets a bit hectic up here would have to be the flies. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. There's a bit of heat from the sun, but it's nice. But yeah, the flies are starting to hang around already. I know they had rain here last week. Normally settles them down a bit, but then a certain time after the rain, fly eggs also hatch as well, so you're going to get a whole new wave of flies come through after, you know, your first summer rain. Definitely putting it through its paces at the moment. Few hairy little creek crossings. Just ripping my toe ball to bits. With, you know, suspension's handling it, making it pretty smooth. It's pretty rough terrain out here. They're very unforgiving. She's warming up as well. Sweat my balls off. You know, just working my way back to the main drag. Try and avoid these snake wood, because it'll just rip your tyre to bits so quickly. The Troopy looks somewhat like a reindeer right now, with the amount of wood I've got stacked on top of the front runner rack, but it's always a good look. You know you're in for a good night around the fire. So made it down to the Salt Lake. It's been I don't know, the Salt Lakes always do it for me. Just a real peaceful spot, real calm. Day like today where there's almost no wind. Buckley, you know, it's soft on his paws. I got the bare feet going. Got a fire going here. My mate Al's rocked up. So he's gonna set up as well, just for the night, and we're coming into the prime time out on a Salt Lake, 4 o'clock to sunset, and sunset for another hour or two is absolutely dreamy. The wind stops, the flies piss off. You know, walk out of the middle, have a fire if you want, or just sit on the edge and listen to tunes and yeah, enjoy the silence, because we don't really get it that much these days, and the peace and quiet when we're all, you know, sucked up and caught up in social media and all the rest of the BS that goes on when you're in the city. So it's these moments you gotta really cherish. Look at this. Nothing. It's moments like this when the sun's gone down, the flies are buggered off, the fire's warm, you pour yourself a wine or a beer or vodka, whatever you favour, and you look around and the colours are just insane. And you know, when I first come to Payne's Find, that the reason I came down to the Salt Lake was because we spent a couple of days up on the hill, you know, red, hard rock, sharp, kind of almost like slate kind of rock. It was pretty hard on the feet, on the dog's feet as well. So I thought, what better than come down on the edge of a Salt Lake, find some sand, find some soft ground, relax, put the feet up, and just soak up, you know, the stillness that is a Salt Lake. Because, you know, a lot of times there's really not much else out here. Sometimes you'll find, if you're lucky, you'll have an emu across the Salt Lake near you, or you have a kangaroo, and you see their prints all the time. Only a few times I've actually seen them cross, and it's been pretty special. But, you know, this time of night, sun's just set, just the stillness. Yeah, there really is. The only sound out here is the crackle of the fire.
We lay on chairs broken with bottles of empty beer.